Yeah, that's a good point. I'd have to figure it out, though. I have other things to do this bank holiday. Hello, everybody.
Folks.
I think we're live now. Alistair's adding more to my bank holiday weekend to-do list.
I love how you almost
Hey,
convincingly say that like it's a bad thing and I should feel bad.
Well, I have so many other things on my bank holiday to-do list.
Oh, no. You get.
I mean, part of them is going to involve probably watching The Seven, because I will be in a horrible state of mourning after the conclusion of junior year Fantasy High.
Right, which will be imminent.
Friday night. Hey, Keepy! Excellent job on your
Fantastic
painting,
job,
by
KB.
the way. Excellent photos. You inspire me that maybe I don't have to move every scrap of furniture out of a room in order to be able to paint it.
We were both justified. Hey, Urban. We were both entirely just kind of assuming that it was like, so, first, move literally everything out. Second, a week has passed.
Right. And I think the condition of our historical walls are not do not lend themselves towards your technique, because there's some remedial work that needs to happen at the same time, unfortunately.
I love remedial work as a term. It just implies so much. It
covers a multitude of sins?
Yes.
Yes, exactly. And the color is fantastic, Kate B. I really like that shade of purple. I want a purple bedroom, I think. I haven't decided yet. I want a purple wall, but I don't know if I want a full purple bedroom. I will... Since that is numbered the very bottom of the to-do list as far as everything else in this house is concerned, we'll get to it when we get to it. Just a heads up, folks, there will be the capitalism occurring at the top of the stream, of course. It makes the room cozier. Just not having magnolia walls makes it feel like your place, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Having the flexibility to paint. So, bank holiday weekend plans. Carnitas, jalapeno jelly, tres leches cake. Trying to locate some swag, which is going to involve us rearranging all the shelves in the office. All the stuff on the floor of the last segment of the closet. I have to put the tools away. Oh my god, they are scattered everywhere in the house. They are driving me mad. And also there are some command hooks I want to put up for the gardening hats, because I'm tired of them just laying around. I like them. I want them to have a spot. They need to have a place to be.
A location.
A location. A place for everything, and everything in its place. Yes, thank you. Capitalism is occurring, I'm afraid. And in the meantime, I'm... Blue Sky, folks, if you are a user and have not updated it yet today, has just rolled out DMs.
How do you update an individual app?
You go to, if you have an iPhone, you go to App Store.
App Store. And
click on your image in the upper right corner.
Oh.
And you pull down to refresh it. And then it should say, updated apps. And there should be probably a lot of them. How often do you do that?
Let's move on.
How many apps had you to update, Alistair?
I said let's move on.
How many?
I said let's move on.
Can I see? Oh my god.
It's possible I've never done that before.
Oh my darling boy. Well, you're probably not going to be able to use your phone for a while. Well, every single app it possesses updates. Oh gosh. Here's Herben's progress. Offer hasn't been accepted. The seller has instead relisted the property with an extra $10,000. Oh, wow. How annoying.
Oh, son of a bitch. I'm sorry, dude.
Kate B. Marguerite, I've got this weekend off, and it wasn't until today that I managed to take a nap. You got to pace yourself with your long weekends, right? Exactly. And I'm so sorry, Herben.
Literally been there. It sucks.
Yes. Yeah, we literally were encouraged to put in a bid, had it accepted, and then the seller changed
realtors,
and then relisted it. And I think it happens.
And the last time we checked, which was several months ago, because we're capricious, but not
Speaking
entirely
of
petty.
apps, oh look, there's Rightmove right there on my phone. La 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 la. While we're having a capitalism break for another 30 seconds. I'm so bad. I'm so bad. I used to have a specific search look. Okay. Home. For sale. Yep, okay. Search. 10 results. Let me scroll here really quick. Nope.
Hey, Kiwi.
Doesn't look like it's listed right now with those criteria, but I'd have to get into it. I'm just waiting for them to realize there's no more bids so I can resubmit a lower offer. Good for you.
Do it.
Totally do it. All right, so here we are, top of the stream, and remind me when we get ready for an ad break that we have a thing we need to plug.
Yes, we do.
We do. Now you've remembered what it is. So, all right, let us continue with perhaps a short recap.
It's only 13 apps to update on the iPad. I'm doing very well. Anyway, we're now in Chapter 3 of Pentiment, which means we are 25 years or thereabouts after the start of the game. What we're dealing with here is 3 generations.
Hey, Hawkeye!
In a small German village. Not quite German. German-Austrian. Austro-German. Holy Roman Empire. There, at the exact point that printing becomes that thing which every scumfuck AI bro claims they've invented with their thief machine, which is an actual cultural singularity.
I gotta try and get into the thing at some point.
Just in the course of the first 2 chapters, we've seen printing go from the first character that we played was apprenticing as an artist and was being paid to copy books by hand, to the third character that we're playing, Magda, who is the daughter of the only printing press in town. And she is interacting with the town's frantic desire to cover up its appalling past. There is this mysterious figure that has been sending elaborate notes throughout these decades to each one of the three kind of time periods that we visited. We have received another note from them. Magda's dad has had an attempt made on his life, which looks likely to ultimately be successful in an attempt to stop him painting the mural of the town's history. And now Magda has agreed to take over.
We talked to Il Peter, and he told us some of the old stories. Smokey is someone we need to talk to. Black Till is someone we need to talk to. The mines are an option. And then we also have somebody we could possibly write a letter to. Hey, Ed, how's it going? I'm making jalapeno jelly this weekend. If I can find some spare jars, I'll send you some. Because I can't eat it all myself. I mean, I really want to, but I just can't. All right, so we have lots of people to talk to, it seems. And we talked to... And we need to read this book as well. Making oatmeal cookies, those sound very good. I'm in a hoodie because it rained all day today. I got a little cold. And I went to B&Q and there were no nice plants. And I was very sad. I was very put out. Okay, so we talked to Il Peter. Let's see if somebody else says, oh, don't mind him.
Ah, Magdalene, how are the hinges on your doors?
Fine, I guess?
Maybe Andra should take a look at them. I would have asked your father, but, well... Anyway, you wouldn't believe how many people in this town leave their hinges to rust.
Hey, Dahlia. I didn't realize you had such an interest in hinges.
Oh, it's not my interest in particular. Paul would like to institute a yearly check of all homes in Tassin. I'm sorry, what?
Why? That seems nosy to me. Why not just let folks take care of it themselves?
That's my thinking, too. I don't see why we need to make this whole thing official. Everyone in Tassin helps each other. As I see it, if someone notices a house in disrepair, we all pitch in to fix it. Do anything else would be unchristian. But if Paul wants to see it through, I'm happy to go along with it. It makes me feel useful. You know?
No, my friends.
Speaking of, I'd better get back to work. Nice to chat with you, Magda.
See you later, yours. No. We will not be allowing annual inspections of homes, thank you. So, where is Black Till's house? He's the next one I was going to talk to. Where are we? Where am I?
Earth.
No, I'm down there at the Gertner farm. And it says objective. But I already talked to him. If you don't want to bake them, Andrus, just scoop them on a piece of a piece of parchment paper and on a cookie sheet and just freeze them. And then you can put them in a Ziploc bag and then you can just bake 1 or 2 at a time. It's wonderful. All right,
There's something going on at the old salt mine.
Yeah, there is. I just want to make sure. Oh, did it not save? Oh, I don't think it's saved.
Oh, no.
Poof. We'll have to run through the old tales again then, huh? Okay. Any miss from before the Romans came?
You want me to do it?
No, I'm going to kind of skim through this quickly.
That's it before St. Moritz.
I thought spirits only caused trouble, like spoiling milk or making livestock sick.
Somebody, yes, but who do you think beats the spirits off? Us? What can farmers do about spirits, eh?
Perked on the wild hunts. Ratus. Is that a Latin name? Doesn't make it Latin. Now quit yammering. Hey, Dom, how's it going? We are speed running through the conversation we had at the end of last session because it apparently didn't save.
Hey, Dom.
Chieftain was yelled at a coward. He didn't make his offerings, and then they had no land, and they wandered through the mountains.
Cough.
And then he went hunting, and he found a wolf, and he freed it.
Last time that we do, was the wolf a spirit in disguise? And his response was, no, it was a wolf.
I think I'm going to go with this one this time. Sounds like Ratus was a bad chieftain, too. Even I know it's foolhardy to let a wolf loose when you're hunting. But you'd miss the wisdom of our ancestors, girl. The old gods are keen to repay favors done. Perkta is the goddess of the hunt. Okay. Now I'm the only one who remembers these things. Paper. Go to the sacred spring. Claimed it as a homeland. This is where we settled. I do. I think it's a wonderful.
It's a great story.
You know about any Roman legends? I don't follow this story. You should only Ursula given about them. These stories need to be on the mural. But I don't know any of the old Roman shit. All right. I have a lot to think about. Thank you for sharing your stories. At least someone wants to listen to me. Ursula used to sit by me and listen to it. Too busy for that now, but you might talk to her. She might remember more than I do. And then old Attila.
I have rarely related to a character in this game more.
Than Ill Peter?
In that particular moment, there is a museum on the Isle of Man called the Isle of Man Museum. It's the Museum of Man, but it's the same basic thing.
Yeah.
And literally the first thing that happens when you come in is there's this long corridor talking about the history of the island and who settled here. there was this 2-foot-tall plastic statue of a Roman with a big X through it, and a sign that just says Romans didn't come here.
The Spanish did, but the Romans did not.
It took me my entire adolescence to realize that the Manx name Juan is the Spanish name Juan.
Yes, exactly. Well done. All right. So now we also need to talk to Ursula and Ottila.
Mm-hmm.
So we have a lot of people to talk to. Let's continue on this thread while we're here. Where would we find Ursula, I think? Do we think?
I'm going to hazard a guess that Ursula might be out of the old salt mines. If she's... The conversation that we had with old Peter was very, was very ambiguous, in that it was either she's not interested in this stuff anymore, or she is.
Oh, is Attila's not here anymore? Remember, she passed.
Oh yeah, Waslevin is his wife. And that keeps me out so hard.
Which makes me happy. Yeah, see, there's the salt mine, and then there's...
The other possibility is that Ursula's in town.
Yeah, let's go back into town and see whoever that other person was. Not the church. Uncommon. Oh, I don't want to talk to you again, Ox. You're annoying. No, apparently I have to.
So that's Ox. So that tells us Ursula probably is out the salt mine.
Alright, Ox, what do you want?
Hey, Mags. Got your way with the mural, huh? Didn't expect you to convince the council like that.
You think that little of me?
Oh, no, I'm impressed. The rest of the council has been arguing over the matter for so long, even I couldn't get a word in. And you come in and shut them up in a few minutes. We could use more women like you in this town.
There are plenty of us with opinions in town. Why don't you let us join the council?
Well, you'd have to take that up with the Lord. Besides, I don't think any of them are as hard-headed as you. You're the exception, Magdalene. You always are.
Oh, that... Clearly you've forgotten about Agnes. She doesn't suffer fools. She's the, midwife.
That's not what I meant. She's not... Oh, never mind. Forget about it.
I'm not flirting with you. I'm busy.
Anyway, standing up to the council like that was great. I know I'm on the council, but sometimes it doesn't seem like I have any influence.
Well, that's because you're my age. Schwartz actually seems insecure about his place on the council.
Of course he does. Ooh. He's 12.
Well, come on, don't. I don't want to see him upset. Maybe it's fine to reassure him.
He did back you up on the mural.
What did he say previously? That he felt insecure?
Yeah.
You vouched for me on the mural in the first place.
Only after your dad did. Still feel bad about that. Should have stuck up for you.
Yes, you should have.
Being the youngest one on the council has been harder than I thought. I know Baltus and Werner don't think I'm capable. Even Paul has warned me about being too rash. My dad died trying to make a difference in this town. All I'm trying to do is carry on his legacy. It seems like the others won't make room for any change.
Oh, we can fix that.
Kids, you will literally outlive them.
Yeah. Keep pushing, Otts. They're stuck in the past, but we're looking towards the future of Tassin.
Thanks, Mags. Magdalene. Oh, good boy. It'll take time, but maybe they'll listen to me eventually. Oh well, better get back to it. See you later, Max.
So close. So close to
I feel like he's taking stumbling steps towards adulthood.
Yes, good.
Zone, that's a pretty accurate description. And the pathos is there. Both the previous chapters end ugly, believe me.
But this is my house. So do I have to go to the...
You and me are Stassing's new power couple. We're gonna rule this burg.
Right? Seems like I'm missing something. No. It's in town. I'm not quite sure. Maybe it's in the house? Yeah, Black Hill. Hi, Christina. Magda. Oh, so cute. I'm going to come back to talk to him because I want to find Ursula next. But I don't know where she is.
Sure you don't want to have a quick word with Endress about your hinges?
Should I have a word with him about my hinges? Excuse me, I guess I have to have a word with you about my hinges.
Hello, Magdalene. How's Klaus? Ressie and I are very worried.
He's alive, and that's what matters.
Did you discover who attacked him?
No. Whoever it was, they left no sign.
Terrible crime. Terrible. May God look after you both. We've had enough tragedy in this town. Fortunately, Dr. Stoltz appears to have found his purpose.
I remember him being so sad when I was a girl.
You're still a girl. He was once the picture of arrogance. Master sadness, I think. Liked to talk about how he was destined for better places than this backwater Alpine town. How he was meant for the courts of kings. No longer. He grew up.
What changed?
The revolts, no doubt. Changed everyone. But he's the one who saw the bodies. He's not a heartless man, Magdalene. He deserves our compassion. Nah, I shouldn't gossip. If there's anything Rescue and I can do for you, you let us know.
I will. Thank you for your kindness.
It's nothing. I owe your father more than I can say. Take care, Magdalene. Yeah, that feels like a file for future reference, doesn't it?
Yeah. Ursula, where are you? Gret, you're amazing.
I love you, Gret.
Give me pastries.
Gret, I'm having a bad day. Give me some
sugar.
Eclairs.
I'm just going to wander around until I find her. There's Agnes. You're amazing. I adore you. Do you have anything to say, Agnes?
Pretzel me, Gret.
Brisk weather today, isn't it? And still Kraft is out there working with Father Thomas to repair the church. I worry about that boy sometimes. He works the stone, but I'm not really sure he has his mind set on it.
That is a killer line.
What?
He's working hard to mend the holes his father made in Tassing.
Yeah. That he is. I'm proud of him. Worked for hours with my husband before he passed. I never thought he'd take up the stone masonry for the town, but he seems to have a spirit for it. He's done a lot of good for Tassing. With Lucky gone, there's only so much more he can learn on his own. I've offered the boy an apprenticeship, but he won't make up his damn mind. He's a good man, Agnes. You should be proud. Thank you, Magdalene. I've done my best for my household, despite what's happened in the past few decades. Oh, well, you didn't come here to hear me ramble on about my family. What can I do for you? I was seeing if you had any additional remedies for my father. Are Werner's not enough? I understand Klaus's condition is dire, but I thought Werner would be able to provide something. I know it won't save him, but I still want to try everything I can. Every little bit helps, huh? Oh, I understand. Let me see what I can whip up. I can't promise anything, but God willing, I pray it provides some small help. Thank you, Agnes. Of course, Magdalene, take care. So, nothing. Ursula, where are you? I don't want to talk to you. You're a jerk.
Hey, Croft. Well, go fuck yourself. Oh.
That's my house.
It's my house.
Where is Ursula?
I'm guessing by the salt mine.
Shall we go there then?
Yeah.
Alrighty. Over the meadow.
But really carefully not talking at all about what happened to the nun in the cell, huh?
Yeah, my guess is she passed. Oh, God, Apollo. Folks, remember, if you've played the game before, we'd prefer not to have any spoilers, okay? I'm ignoring him. Where's the salt mine? It's through here, isn't it?
I think so.
Yeah.
Down past the waterfall.
A pig? Out here? Must be broken out of its pen. I wonder who it belongs to.
Maximum pig.
It should still work. Here's the salt mine. If I want to depict the mural as accurately as possible, I have to go down the shaft myself. The entrance is so steep, no one's used it in years. There must be some way to get down there.
Look at the owl. Oh, dude.
I forgot how they sneak around the ruins. Maybe I can ask them how they do it. If I rig a rope to the top beams, I'd be able to get down more easily. Baltus might have some tools. I bet he. I'll help. I'll talk to Baltus. I'll have to come back later. Yeah, I like the idea of talking to Baltus and then somebody knowing where I'm going. I need to talk to Smokey still as well. Yeah, going on my own does sound like a bad call. But I'm not taking those twins.
In this game, as in life, not telling anybody before you go into the big scary death mine is unwise. And this is one of the many reasons why I don't care for the descent.
What do you want?
Oh, hey, Magdalene, what's up?
Can you show me how you and Artemis get into the salt mine?
The mine? Why? It's all gross and creepy.
I want to get down there and see what the pagans and Romans left behind for my mural.
Oh, the mural. Oh. I'd ask Artemis about that. She's pretty protective of the mine. No, do not flirt with that boy.
Yes, no. I'm trying to remember what that skill means. Doesn't that one mean I'm persuasive?
Let me just look it up. Pentiment skill icons. Knowing glass. Activate.
I think that's my I'm very persuasive power. I'm good at making deals. Why is she protective of the mine? See, well, I want to know why she's protective of the mine, which is fine because I have Baltus as a backup.
Exactly.
Okay, I'll go find her.
Oh, I'm sorry, Michael, and if she says yes, I'll show you later.
What are you doing here anyway?
I'm looking for frogs. Artemis says she saw one the other day and we're trying to collect a bunch.
What do you need frogs for?
I'll tell you, you'll snitch.
If you don't tell me, maybe I will snitch, and your mother won't be happy.
Artemis always says Mom doesn't care. Mom yells. That's about it. I'm sorry, Magdalene. I can't risk this one. Try asking Artemis.
The Great Frog Plague of 1543?
These kids are looking to start some shit, aren't they?
What are they doing?
Go boss, keep gaslight.
I noticed to follow up to something that requires them to capture a bunch of frogs. I don't know what they're trying to do with them. The key to salvation, right? What is going on there? Yeah, let's go talk to Smokey now. Hello, Smokey.
Good day, Mistress Tricarian.
I've told you, Smokey. Please, call me Magdalene.
Adds old habits, I suppose. What brings you to my corner of the woods? More gossip?
Only ancient gossip. I was wondering if you knew anything about the old pagan and Roman mines.
The mines? Is this a new interest of yours, Magdalene? I don't see the townsfolk trek out there as much anymore. Last I saw were those two twins, making trouble. They know a way in, but I'll be damned if I ever set foot close to that place. What are you so interested in over there?
The mural in the Rathouse needs a section about the earliest days of Tassing. The mines are the oldest part of Tassing, and you keep a keen ear. I thought you might have heard something.
I don't know about getting down into the mines, but I do know a fair few stories about them, and the other Roman ruins around here. The old stories my father used to tell me when he was the builder of Tassing. The ones about Mars and Tassia, the nymph, that one was always my favourite, although I blamed that on my youth.
Tassia? Like Tassing?
Mm-hmm. Folk named the town after a pagan god, a Roman one at that. I don't mind telling you the tale, Magdalene, but I warn you, it's a bit bawdy.
Yeah, can't be curious.
I won't be scandalizing you. Can't have your father hounding me for any coarseness. But I'll tell you the decent bits of what I remember.
All right, what's the story?
Well, legend says that Mars was hunting in these woods and spied a fat boar for the taking. He just pulled back his spear when he heard a woman scream in terror. Now, of course, the creature ran off, and the god was angry at the loss of his quarry, so he tramped through the woods to see why a woman was in the forest and not in the local town.
Because she wanted to be. But I go into forests all the time.
Yes, but those were the old woods, Magdalene, the wilds, where spirits and ghosts prowl.
What do you mean prowled?
Prowled. You know, like spirits and other evil things do. I can't just say they walk through the woods like you or me, they prowl.
All right.
So Mars found a nymph, Tassia, bathing in a spring, with a fat, ugly satyr goading her from the shore.
Thanks for that.
Enraged at seeing the trapped nymph, Mars transformed into a wolf and slew the satyr. Mars, the Roman god of war and agriculture. Mars represented civilization and peace through military might. This has been a use of the identified cell.
I was fascinated that he was unescorted. And in return, well...
Yeah. Tatia bathed the god.
They bathed?
In a manner of speaking, yes. When Mars left the pool, he dripped into the ground, and it blossomed with flowers and crops. They say that's why this valley is so fertile.
That would be very difficult to paint on the mural. I don't think the council would approve.
I doubt they would. But you're the artist, aren't you? You get to choose what the mural shows. I wouldn't let those old bastards keep you from painting what you want. So much of what the Romans left behind was destroyed over the years, but I like that we still have these tales. You can never really destroy stories as long as there are people to tell them. Now, of course, the Romans left a hell of a lot behind too. The town's honestly more Roman than Bavarian, really.
Because of how long it was a Roman colony?
That, and how much of the town is built upon the Roman foundation. Tassing is actually much smaller now than it was in the Romans' day. At least that's what I make of it. The ruins go deep into the forest and all the way to the old mine. Half of Tassing is built on Roman stone. Take a walk around town and you'll start noticing things. We used their stone to build. The old temple by Satia's shrine has grown over, but the aqueduct runs for miles. Even the abbey used to be an old Roman fort. You can see some of the Roman pavestones under the road if you look hard. We may not be Roman, but our town is.
I like this. Tassing has been building upon itself for hundreds of years. What a beautiful idea.
That's the way of things. Most people don't notice the old stones, too busy in town to notice what is right in front of their
eyes. Maybe I should go take a look at the mine. I'd get a better sense of what things were actually like.
Nothing will stop you, I see. Well, I won't either. Just keep an eye out for any wolves or satyrs you might see down there, eh?
I'll let you know if I see any. Thank you for your help.
Good luck, Magdalene. Be safe.
I liked that. That was fun. Folks, we're about to run our first ad break.
Ew, capitalism.
So, this is a good time to get up and take a stretch if you haven't, or perhaps you forgot to grab your phone or a bottle of water or anything before you sat down to join us. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes. Have a wander, have a stretch, and we will return. And if you are not subject to capitalism, you'll hear us nattering on for 3 minutes.
Talking about some bullshit.
You mean like the general election that was called today?
Oh, Jesus, fuck. Oh, God. Oh, God. There's this awful thing that's dancing around the back of my mind all day. All fucking day. Which was, what if this is some elaborate plan to present the election in the worst way possible? So the country will just go, they're trying. Maybe
yes, they are. They're extremely trying.
Maybe we'll just vote them back in for another 5 years. And no, please, God, please, baby Jesus.
Folks, I've never wanted to go ahead and get my dual citizenship more so I can vote in this election, but I'm like, oh my gosh.
The bipartisan tidal wave of, what the fuck was that? After he announced his, the general election, soaking wet, outside, in front of a £2.6 million specially designed briefing room with no umbrella, whilst at the other end of Downing Street, someone blasted Things Can Only Get Better by D. Ream, the anthem of the massive Labour election victory in the 90s, so loudly he could not be heard.
I am convinced he called the election today because there was about to be a no confidence vote called. And so instead he went and dissolved Parliament, and he's going to lose them the entire government. And I, for one, will be living off the memes from that man's speech mashed up on the 4th of July.
On the 4th of July.
Asshole called a general election.
On the 4th of July.
On American Independence Day. And it's a Thursday, right? Do I have to work on that Friday? I might have to call off work that Friday.
I actually want the statistics for how many people are asking for that Friday off, because I've seen a lot of people talking about taking that Friday off.
Oh, yeah, I think that might be a very, very, very wise idea, because I think I may be very hungover.
The last time
Oh lordy.
the Tories were butchered, I was in university, and I shared a house with.
Yes, I wonder what Rishi will retain as.
Right,
Yeah,
perhaps his new job will be in cyber.
kept billionaire. God.
I shared a house with a colossal Welsh gentleman, and I remember getting in at like 1 a.m. and hearing this pan-like laughter booming out of the room just across from me, and just I won't even attempt to do the accent, but my friend Andy, maximum Welsh screaming, yes, yes, have it, you Tory bastards, is one of the things I've carried with me for years.
Binface has already talked about
Independence Day.
It's all over TikTok. I love Binface so much. I want them to win.
Also, Herbert just made a very good point that like damp British men are supposed to be hot. You know, Mr. Darcy coming out of the lake and all that kind of stuff. And this isn't going well for him.
No.
No, he just looks like he's forgotten his
I
umbrella.
hope he gets a cold. I only hope he shows up tomorrow sniffling.
And like 2 hours after this, at the official launch of their election campaign, they walked a major news network out because they decided they didn't want them there. It's incredible.
I love Binface. Alright. So nobody's going to tell me the secret way into the mines.
This is the same...
I'm going to go look at the shrine again real quick, though, now that I know about the stone. Is this... This is my friend Martha, isn't it? No, it's Artemis. Oh, okay. Well, I'll talk to her. Chamomile. And here they are looking for frogs. I'll come back to you talking about frogs later. I need to find Ursula, dang it! Alright, I'm going to my people list. Where is Ursula?
Magnificent bonsai.
Are you counting votes? Are we talking about the least sexiest man of Britain? Oh, good grief. Daughter of Peter and Clara, half-sister of Ava and Big George, married to Fabian Roche, has an infant daughter named Walpurga. Married to Fabian Roche. Okay. Okay, let me see the map. Let's see the Roches. Maybe they live with the South Farms? Is that my house that's highlighted? Kritzer house. Yeah. Weird. Okay, we need to go there. Alright, back to the village. I'm trying to, like, be thorough and follow one whole storyline at a time. No, not the meadow. Not to the meadow, thank you.
But there's a bright open haze on the meadow.
No.
Seems as high as an elephant's eye?
No. Let's go check out the mill. Who's out here?
You just straight up no selling that.
I'm no selling that, thank you. Hi, Paul. Magdalene. And we have to pet the dog. Oh, good doggy. Paul Mueller house. Is it maybe at the Outer Farms? I thought it.
That looks
there,
like
there she is. Fabian. Oh, may I see faster?
Papa.
And the kitty. Aww. Hi, Ursula. Hello, Magdalene. Oh.
Good morning, Magdalene.
She doesn't want to talk to me. Fine. That's annoying. Alright. Should I talk to Paul? I don't think he has anything to say.
Hello, Strato. Come on, then. Good morning, Magdalene. How's the mural coming along?
Well, I think I'm off to start the first part of the mural today. I'm painting the founding of Tasting in the Romans.
Oh, well, you won't want for any models. Tasting's littered with Roman ruins. It's almost unusable. Trust you'll take the council's opinions on the matter into account.
Sure! I'm so tempted. I'll listen to you, but ultimately the decision to own what to paint lies with me.
Of course, you are the craftsman in this endeavor, or craftswoman, as it were. All I ask is that you keep the Lord in mind. The mural is for Tassing, but we have others to appease as well.
Sure.
Thank you, Magdalene. Anyway, I'm glad the mural is coming along well. Forgive my sudden questioning about it. I have been so busy preparing for the council's next meeting, I haven't had as much time with Anna as usual. She says I get a bit frantic when I'm overwhelmed.
Ooh.
Is stuff going on?
I don't know, but it's very interesting to me that an option is maybe you should take some time off. Is the council working on something new?
We're considering yearly maintenance checks, actually, on every house in Tassin. The idea's had quite a bit more pushback than we anticipated.
I can't imagine why. I'd certainly love it if my neighbors nose their way into my house every year.
It's a matter of safety, Magdalene. The old widow's house was practically falling apart before she died. This would help protect those in Tassin who don't have the skill to fix things themselves. Widows like Agnes or Greg. In any case, the matter is far from resolved. I imagine spring will come before anything is actually done. I'd better get back to work. Thank you for letting me interrupt your day, Magdalene. God bless you.
Until later, Paul. Maybe you should actually, not be on the council.
Yeah, had you considered not?
Hello, Mag. Oh, what a cutie. Look at all these drawings. We found Ursula, but she doesn't want to talk to us. She doesn't want to talk to us. That's fine. There's no dialogue, so I have no idea why she doesn't want to talk to us. Alright, let's go talk to Black Till then. We're just gonna run in circles and talk to people. Am I in the right place? Not quite yet. No, I've gotten lost again. It's in town. Okay. Hello.
God bless you, Magdalene.
God bless you too, Till. Do you have a moment?
Of course. What do you need?
It says you've been obsessed with your painting. Oh, no. He says
that was the thing,
yeah.
You have some good sassy pants options.
I know! I'm looking into the early history of Tasting for the first part of the mural. Mother Illuminata said your grandfather read about the history of the town.
Ah, fertile fields, that is. Seemed like old potsherds and Latin trivia were all he ever talked about. All of Grandad's reading came from the Abbey's library, though, and you know what happened there? Poof, up in smoke.
So you don't have any of his old books?
Only a few. Grandad tried to buy some when the Abbey fell on hard times, but they were too expensive. But I can show you something better than books.
Don't keep me in suspense.
Didn't your dad ever teach you patience? Trying to build up some anticipation here.
Interesting that would be remembered.
Yeah, right. So we don't have any books on the old pagans. We do have their stuff. Shards of ceramic pots and animals, bricks from what looks to be an old forge, mountains of salt. Even found a little bear carved from amber.
Where did you find all of this?
Oh, it's not just me. Carl finds things. Fabian too. Any farmer would tell you the same. It's all out there in the fields, under the dirt. Can't go a season without turning up something.
And where are they being kept?
Nowhere. We just toss them into piles with the rest of the rocks and root clumps. Sure, it's interesting, but we can't do much of anything with the stuff except look at it.
What do you think it all means?
I don't follow.
How do you think these people lived?
Rough, I'd say, but comfortable. We don't find much of their clothes or their houses, so they must have rotted. I guess that would mean they were living in huts. But their tools are good quality, and if they weren't all rusted to hell, I could probably use them today.
I don't know why, but I'd assume they lived in caves or in the mud.
They weren't Christians, no doubt about that. But they weren't animals either. I'd say they had it hard. But they got by. Not so different from today, really.
Earlier you mentioned something about salt. Did the pagans start the mine?
Had to have, I would say. Most people think it was a Roman project, but I think the Romans just dug out what was already there. That's why tassing was so important to the Romans in the first place. Salt.
I'd always wondered why they settled in such a small Alpine town. Do you think there's anything left of the pagans down in the mine?
I don't know. But anything they left would have to be better preserved than what we dig out of the fields. Magdalene, tell me you aren't thinking of going down there.
But what if there's stuff that can help me with the mural?
Magdalene, that mine is hundreds of years old. You could break your neck just getting in there.
I think the risk is worth it for the mural. I have to try my best for Dad.
Imagine how your dad would feel if you got hurt.
Yes! Hangover background, was curious about the daily life, dedicated to the real success, wanted Dad to be proud. If you helped me down safely, he wouldn't have to worry.
Oh, you are bullheaded, just like your mum. And your dad. I probably couldn't keep you out of there if I tried.
Please, Phil.
Alright. Don't know how to get down there myself, but I know those twins have gotten in a time or two. No doubt they have a trick. And Balthus might not be the most reliable man, but I don't doubt he could rig something up for you too.
Thank you, Till.
Don't mention it. I'm serious. Don't.
This pagan history wasn't really what I expected.
The past never is. You think all this pagan stuff will make it in the mural? I can bring some of the things the boys and I have found over to the rat house tomorrow if that'd be help at all.
That would be great.
I'm glad you're taking an interest, Magdalene. I thought no one cared about the pagans but me and Grandad. I should warn you, if you do head into the forest, keep an eye out for the Lord's men. They're strict. Worse now than they used to be.
I'll be careful. Until tomorrow.
Until then. He's a very sweet man.
I like him, yeah. Okay, so how's my list going? quite... I like that I don't have such restrictive use of time here.
Yes, the whole you may go 3 steps and then must sleep and pray and eat, and
Blackfield
someone
told
else
me
shall
about the
die.
farmers in Tassie have found all sorts of tools and fragments. He said that he can bring them if I want to illustrate them in the mural. It wouldn't make for a spectacular scene, but maybe just showing how our ancestors lived would be good enough. It might be too carnal for the mural, but maybe I could use it. Okay. Okay, so I talked to Smokey, I talked to Black Till, I talked to Ill Peter. I still got a letter to read, a letter to write, a book to read. I gotta talk to Balthus, and I gotta talk to Artemis about, what the fuck is up with the frogs? Okay. And Ursula doesn't want to talk to me quite yet. Alright, so, Balthus! I need to build a rig.
Balthus, you need to do a science.
Let's do some science. Sciencing. Is he one of the members of the town?
Carl seems new. He also has a mildly alarming hat.
Stores. I think shall I talk to Werner? Werner is just doing his thing, it looks like. I don't want to talk to Werner.
Leave me alone, Magdalene. I am doing science.
Oh, that's right. Hottie
Sexy
Italian.
boy, not you.
Balthasar's workshop. I wonder if we can do another lesson. So, Balthasar!
Magdalene! Hello. I was just jotting down a few new ideas. Do you need something?
Yes, if you have a moment, I need to get into the old salt mine, but I don't have a way down. Can you help me?
Get into the old salt mine, yes? Well, you must be on quite the adventure. Ideally, we could rig up a double pulley system to lower and raise yourself in the shaft, but that might take a while.
I would like to go today, if possible.
Of course, of course. Would a good length of rope suffice? You could brace against the wall of the mine shaft. Are you strong enough to support your own weight?
Against the wall? I think so.
Excellent.
Thank you, Balthus.
Of course. Here you go. Do be careful, though. Make sure the ropes are secure.
I will. Until later.
Good luck, Magdalene. Yes, of course, a small, not quite a child any longer woman who has just had a horrible traumatic event in her family. I can't be bothered to put together a rig for you, but I will happily give you some rope to descend into the death mine. Don't die.
Okay, so I think I've done everything else up here that I can right now. Except talk to Artemis. Alright, fine, we'll go talk to Artemis. She's back in the forest anyway. Bye, hot Italian guy.
Ciao.
Ciao bella.
I see headcanon now. I'm going, he waits for you to leave and then goes, so, Balthus, about this hidden blade.
Right! Alright, fine. Oh, he doesn't want to talk. Good. Not quite the fan. Alright. Back to the woods. I know. Right? Okay? That's the thing we have to talk about.
Yes, it is.
Why don't you talk about the thing really quick while I run into the woods?
We're in a new show.
And it's crowdfunding right now.
And someone in the chat has the link to hand.
Which would be greatly appreciated. I think she was up here, wasn't she? Right. Okay. Yes, Forge Gods is crowdfunding now, which is fantastic. Alright, what's with the frogs?
Yes, indeed.
Yes, okay. And there have been a rich vein of TikToks lately, which were like the playlists or theme songs of different different Greek gods. Alistair is playing Zeus.
The original bastard man.
And his song was Womanizer. And it made me so happy. Yes.
And what was your song? And whom are you
I don't
playing?
remember if I found a song for Artemis, actually. I don't think I stuck around that long because the Womanizer one made me laugh so hard. And then Look What You Made Me Do for Hera was fantastic. He is the original
fuckboy.
Very much so. Don't flirt with the nymphs, Zeus.
Don't turn into a goose, Zeus. Work the frog angle.
Still catching frogs. Damn it, Apollo! You can't keep his fat mouth shut. What do you want, Meg? I want to see what our forefathers and the Romans left behind. It's for the mural. The mural? You want to use our secret hideout for your mural? I want to see if they left anything down there I can use as a reference. You're really into that whole Rat House project, aren't you? Why should I show you how to get in?
Frogs.
I won't ever go... we're not friends, are we? Let's try, because we're friends? You told my mother when I cut my hair so I wouldn't have to wear braids 5 years ago. I still hold that grudge. Look, I'll show you how to get in the mine on one condition. You help Apollo and me with our next prank. No telling, no snitching, no questions asked. This will be safer than me dangling myself down a rope, won't it?
Yeah.
But I don't want to be part of the prank.
But at the same time, it will be safer. And you have a certain social currency in town in that, your dad is in the process of probably being killed.
Mm.
And you maybe kind of owe her for the braids thing.
Fine, tell me what you're up to.
Oh, fucking hell.
Father Thomas has been droning on and on about the plagues of Egypt, right? Apollo and I are collecting frogs to hide in the tabernacle. When Father Thomas opens it on Sunday, frogs will go everywhere! Why in the world would you want to do that? Father Thomas keeps saying Apollo and I are on the path of rebellious Egyptians with frogs and locusts. We're going to prove him right and summon a bunch of frogs en masse.
I gotta be honest with you, I'm on the side of non-problematic Weasleys here.
So what do you want me to do? We stole the tabernacle key, but we need to put it back before he notices. You want me to put the key back? Precisely. Look, we stole the key early to make sure it was the right one. We'll steal it again when we actually stuff the frogs in there, but in the meantime, it needs to go back. You have to replace the key on the altar in the church. Paul and I would attract too much attention, but you're the town's goody-goody.
You can still back out if you want.
Yeah.
Although I'm not that bad, am I?
I'm not that bad, am I? Well, not entirely. It's not your fault. It's moons over you. The council lets you get away with anything. Will you do it? I'll get you into the mine if you do. Oh, shoot! I went to check her thinking about it, and I said no. Fine, but if you snitch, you're in for it, Magdalene.
See if you can do that again if you want to.
No, she just says hello. Shoot! Shoot! So now I have to return the key?
I thought you turned it down.
I thought I turned her down.
You turned it down.
Oh, dang it. Apparently I didn't. Artemis asked me to return the key to church before Father Thomas notices it's missing. Oh, man, and I'm not very sneaky. But look, I have the rope now.
You do.
I want to try something. If I go to the salt mine now with this rope, what happens? Whose pig is missing?
You, pig. Who are you?
Should I go now? I'm gonna... It feels like I've gotten every possible solution to do this, and I don't really want to sneak the key back. So should I go ahead and climb?
It sounds like you want to.
I do kind of want to. I don't want to be involved in the prank.
Okay.
So I think I'm gonna use the rope and climb down. Okay, we're climbing.
Are we?
Very slowly. Okay, I've tested that it's secure. That's good. Okay, I didn't do so bad. I didn't kill myself. That's good. Getting up's not going to be fun, but... Ooh, and there's a little lantern. Look before you climb, trophy. There are lots of different coins down here. How odd. It's not like this is a Saints Well.
That's a good point.
Yeah, I want to try and find the twins' way out so we don't have to climb back up for sure. What's this? Oh, a tablet. There's still writing on it. These tablets were usually used to keep track of accounts. They're easy to scrape clean and maintain. This wax looks beyond use, though. Oh, it's a poem. I think it's a love note. Rising passion. Rising passion. Poor Jay. I hope her lover was better at things other than poetry. Oh, this looks like a larger version of some of Baltus's contraptions. This winch must have been attached to some sort of hauling and pulley system. Fascinating. Now that I'm down here, I should see what I can find from the Roma era and before. Oh, bones! They're far too big to be human. No, we're not going to go in the cave. Oh, a piece of pottery. It's beautiful. We won't go in the cave just quite yet. Another cave. Yet another pottery piece. This pottery is scattered everywhere. Oh, a cave-in. The wood here looks newer than the first part of the mine. Was this collapse recent? Okay, so we have several caves, don't we? All right. Let's start with this one. Oh, that looks like Latin.
Yeah.
Another piece. There's a Latin inscription here. Tassia, give me water, or Pluto, preserve me. This salt is drawing me to death. Yikes. It doesn't sound like working down here was pleasant. Oh, neat.
Oh, wow.
Oh, this looks like a Roman map of Tassing. I wonder what's changed. Let's see if I can map everything out. There's the aqueduct and the spring. The abbey was an old fort up on the hill, and there's the rest of the town. Selenium. There's the castle, the town. Wait, what's this building? I don't recognize it. Mithraeum. I don't recognize that world from any of my books. It's what the previous artist, what's his name? Andreas.
Yes.
He found it, remember?
Yep.
I can't quite tell what it's meant to be, to label on the map. Maybe some sort of temple? Well, whatever it is, it's not in Tassing now. That's so odd. Another inscription. It's not very formal. A worker must have carved it. Latest soul ascended in the Mithraeum. My soul will descend in this damned hall of salt. Christ, that's rough. There's that word again, Mithraeum. It must have been important to the Romans. Another shard?
I'm sensing a puzzle.
Yeah. This almost looks like an altar, but what could be an altar doing in a salt mine? It's been carved out of the salt. Folks, we've got another ad break coming up here shortly, but I'm going to keep going on down this salty mine. More pot shards. I wonder if they're all the same pot. More Latin writing. If we cannot enter the Mithraeum, we will make our own altar to the gods.
Kind of like a mural.
It sounds like the Mithraeum was some kind of temple.
Yeah,
Still never heard that word before.
Mithras temple.
Huh?
It's a Mithras temple. It's the London Mithraeum, the office block with the temple in the foyer. That's a Mithraeum.
Yeah, they're small temples. Alright, ad break's going to run in just about a minute, so in the meantime, we're going to go back up. So we've found everything here. Yeah, being in the salt cave was not very fun.
I'll bet your chips taste great, though.
Hush now. Alright, there's one other cave. And we'll explore that when we get back from our ad break, because I now need to get up and stretch. Ugh.
Shadows at the Door have just announced Earworm, a ghostly audio drama musical.
What?
They're doing a musical.
Of course they are. My God. It sounds delightful. Okay, everybody. 3 minutes. Get up and stretch. If you haven't stretched and stood up since you joined us, it's been over an hour, and you probably should. Hawkeye's like, incredible. Yes. Oh, ow.
And in fact...
Taking my own advice. Horrible.
It's possible I shouldn't have said that, so everyone forget I said that.
Oh?
Yeah, the phrase, for now this is kind of secret, is in the email, so everyone sounds surprised and excited when, Mark talks about it. Okay, let's move on.
Oops.
Yeah.
Very well.
Exactly.
We heard nothing.
Thank you, Spite.
What did Spite say?
That's okay. Said what? Well, guys, like, I have never heard anything in my life.
That sounds incredible. Oh!
Oh, Jesus, was that a part of you?
No, that was me tapping this. Did you think that was my back?
Yes, it's like,
Oh dear. No.
Also, Some furious Conservative MPs are tonight working on a plot to call off the general election.
You can't!
By replacing Rishi Sunak as leader before Parliament is dissolved next Thursday.
Oh, so it hasn't been dissolved yet.
One rebel Tory MP tells me he believes several more letters of no confidence have been submitted to the 1922 committee chairman, Sir Graham Brady. He said, "Today has clearly been an absolute disaster, but the election is not irrevocable. Up until the point of the dissolution of Parliament, when the writs are moved to begin the contests, it can still be aborted." In other words, if enough Tory MPs who are clearly going to lose their seats in this already utterly shambolic campaign write to Sir Graham Brady tomorrow, the election could still be revoked.
But they still have to have it by January.
Yes,
Oh,
they
it buys
do.
them in 6 months. Oh my gosh, these people are so terribly... Oh, can we just pull a guy...
Honestly, it has a lot of appeal,
honestly,
guys.
Kiwi,
It surely does.
You know who I vote for. Throw the fucking tea in the harbor. Anyway, there are 2 candidates for leadership. It goes to the general member and a postal vote, unlikely to occur.
Also, just a quick reminder, the last time there was a Conservative leadership campaign, it was Rishi Sunak and Liz Truss. Whose book sold under 2,000 copies.
Nobody bought Liz's book. No one is interested. Of course, I just... Between... I think they wanted to get it done before November, when the U.S. has its election.
Yep.
I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted about the second half of this year
Preemptively.
already.
If somehow tomorrow we're sitting here like, so, the election has been called off.
God, I'm going to laugh so hard.
I mean, that's, to the best of my knowledge, that's never happened before.
Right, Hawkeye? Can I buy the Lettuce's book?
Exactly.
I'd buy that guy's book. The hidden entitled Comics to Avoid the Shame. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Alright, we're back from the break. Let's go check out the other cave. Look at all these pot shards. Doo-dah,
By the way, that lantern is doing delightful things for your dress and apron combo.
Here's another piece. Another piece. Picking up the pot shards. This one looks like it matches. Oh, look! Somebody's carved little animals. Oh, these must be the same kind of figurines Till and the other farmers find in the fields. To think that there are so many remnants of our ancestors scattered in fields and caves like this. And another shard. I have a lot of these pottery pieces. I should find out if they're all from the same pot. Puzzle time!
Wendy, if you're listening in the VOD, don't worry. I am taking no part of this.
Okay. I see a leg over here. I don't appear to be able to rotate anything. So that's maybe a good thing. Oh no, I can. Well. Can't see what this circular portion of the design is. Folks, this may take me a while, just to warn everybody.
Now seems like an appropriate time to tell you that a gentleman called Oliver Richters has just been cast in the 3rd season of Reacher as one of the series bad guys, who outweighs Reacher by 200 pounds and is a foot taller than him.
What?
Yes.
Right.
Oliver Richters is apparently the world record holder for the world's largest bodybuilder.
They're not going to make this easy on me at all.
It is the most fun. Season 2 is actually much I find much better than the first one. Yeah, Reacher's between 6'8" and 6'10". Yeah.
That's okay. This is stop.
Hammer time.
Whoa.
Here comes the hammer. You got that as the little fishy
right,
dude?
Well, that's exactly it. I'm having to kind of build from here. Yeah, I do too. So what I'm trying to start with are these pieces with that central motif there. There we go. You don't belong anywhere near here. Okay, do I have another piece? Yes, here, because you have more of this design.
This squalookly little guy.
It's not the squalookly, it's the line. See?
Yeah.
Or that archaeology paid off somewhere, you know.
Belongs in a museum.
Thank you.
Is that the head of the dude whose
I
body?
think this might go here, because see, again, that line.
Yeah, and you've got furthest right top piece. Feels like that's his head.
This one here?
I was going to go with the other one.
No, that looks about right. See?
Yeah, that does.
Okay. And then maybe this is part of his arm. If we go like this. No, but that would probably go there.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a plate. I think it's a plate.
I think.
Yeah, I think if you rotate that around, that fits right. There you go. It's a little dude.
Okay.
Little guy.
And so now. There we go.
Bright pink, blue, and purple are fine choices, and I think you're going to look great.
Okay. And now the annoying fiddly bits. Now that fit together quite well.
So that tells you the head on the corner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This probably goes here.
Yeah.
Which means this.
That's top right. And
the braids, see? And this one. No! How dare you? Got it. Figures of this pot lid look like they're telling a story. These paintings must depict an early myth, even before the Romans.
I'm guessing the woman is Tassia.
Yeah. Let's see. This must be Perkta, and those must be forest spirits, part of the wild hunt. Oh god, the next part looks like a human sacrifice. Someone, maybe a chieftain, is sacrificing a man to Perkta. The bottom half of the lid continues the story. These look like spirits. They must be coming in to feast on the sacrifice. That must be how our ancestors tried to keep Tassing safe. They offered sacrifices to Perkta. Maybe this is what I could paint in the mural. I don't think anybody's going to appreciate that. This is part of our history, but I'm not sure this is the best story to portray. I agree. I don't think showing the human sacrifice is the part of it I would want to see.
Normally I'm all rock and roll,
I'll have to think more about it before I decide for certain. Alright, I'd better keep going before I run out of oil in my lamp. I won't be able to go any further with all the rubble. I suppose this is as far as I can go. Still, the murals on the wall showed me what Tassing was like when the Romans were here. I wonder if I can find out where the Mithraeum was, or what it was. And putting the pottery shard back together showed one of the earliest stories of Tassing. I think I've seen everything. I can climb down here, and my oil is running. Everything I can down here, and my oil is running out. Time to climb back out. My guess is that there is another way out of here, but that they have to show it to you. You can't find it on your own, from what I can tell. No, this is the part that makes me nervous. Ah! Wait, who's that? Hello? Is someone there? I better get out of the shaft before another rock comes crashing down. Somebody threw that rock in after me. They really don't want this mural painted. Who was that? Even Apollo and Artemis would have helped me out of here. Well, now that I have some more information, I can make some decisions on the first section of the mural. I should get back to the Wrath House and get to work. Okay. It looks like... Yeah, it looks like that's all that I have available now. I've done all the investigation. So now I have to go make decisions about what I'm going to paint. Anyone else can... Oh,
Wrong.
Very Name of the Rose vibes.
Who are you, mysterious pig? You.
Yeah?
I'm Halibrandt, the Lord's gamekeeper. Why are you grazing pigs in the woods?
I'm the printer's daughter, Magdalene Druckerin.
I didn't ask for your name. I asked why you were grazing pigs here. Answer me.
That's not my pig.
I've been walking around this forest for hours. Other than the charcoal burner and the tinker, you're the only other person I've seen. If the pig doesn't belong to you, what are you doing here?
I was in the salt mine?
Doing what? Wait, I don't care. Just tell me whose pig this is.
I don't know. It was in the woods when I came in here.
Oh, a mysterious lost pig, who apparently belongs to no one.
I'm gonna say nothing.
Oh, you suck. If I find any more pigs in these woods, I'll kill them on the spot. And those who brought them here. You understand?
Yeah?
Good. Remind your neighbors what happens when you break the Lord's laws.
I knew the Lord's men patrolled these woods, but I've never seen one before. I didn't realize they were so strict. Suppose I should consider myself lucky. Anyway, time to get out of the woods and get back to the Wrath House.
Sorry, Piggy.
Poor piggy. Thanks for not helping me. Oh, I didn't notice that the background is animated. Look, there are people working out in the field.
Oh, there are. That's really cool.
No.
Okay, maybe.
No. Just no. I don't want to be involved with the frog's plot. I'm sorry. I just don't. That's okay. I'm going to go do art. Work on mural. Okay. So it looks like there's 4 big panels. 2 on that side and 2 on this side. All right.
Hey, Max, how's the mural coming along?
Magdalene.
Can't you let it go? Max is so much easier.
No, Otto Zimmerman. I can't.
Don't call... Fine. Anyway, Magdalene, how's the mural going? Doesn't look like much yet.
No work of art appears significant at the start. You think Michelangelo was born a great sculptor?
Suppose not. So, Michelangelo, what are we doing?
I only just finished priming the wall. Now I have to decide what I want to depict. It's hard to piece together the history of Tassing when it happened so long ago. Since the Abbey Library burned, I can only rely on stories from people around Tassing. Even what I could find out about the Romans and pagans was obscure. I had to go into the old salt mines to find anything. At least now I know what to paint for the first part of the mural.
So, what is it?
Oh boy. I'll use the pottery and the tools the farmers have found to show how we lived before the Romans. Smokey told me a story about the god Mars as a wolf, the nymph Tassia, and how the spring was blessed. Peter remembered a legend about a chieftain, Ratus, who healed a wolf that led him to our spring. Or I'll recreate an image I found in the mine. It showed how our ancestors made human sacrifices to appease Perta and the spirits.
Basically, the first panel is going to be metal as fuck.
So it's either going to be the first one or the third one. Because I'm not going to draw Roman sexiness, and I'm not going to draw human sacrifices.
I love how carefully worded those two are.
Right. I like the idea of doing the Peters legends.
Me too.
I think this one's yeah, I don't want to draw dripping. Very much so. I don't want to draw dripping. I think this one's a little too tame.
It is.
Honestly. I want the people in the town to see that their contributions was reflected.
Yeah. Oh, really? Is that how we all got here? Sounds a little bit like a story I heard about a saint.
I don't think I've heard it. Sorry.
Ah. So, what made you choose this story, anyway? Middle, yeah.
I like that it's about the founding of Tassing, because everyone knows about the spring in the woods.
Guess that's true. We all know that it's old. It's always been here. This just tells a story about how we found it. Thanks for explaining it.
Of course, I want everyone to understand why I'm making these choices. Well, now that I've figured out this portion of the mural, I'm going to start thinking about the next section.
I'll leave you to it, Magdalene.
Good night, Oz.
Good night, Magdalene.
I want to see... Are they not going to show me? Now that I've decided how to depict Tassing's earliest history, I should decide how to paint Curaçao's history. Mother Illuminata mentioned that Matthew
Foschini I think,
used to be a brother in Curaçao. He said he knew a great deal about the Abbey's history. I should write him and ask him what he remembers. Oh, and I have Esther's letters to answer, too. I should write them both now before bed. Oh, before I write, I should read that old book Brigitte gave me. Maybe I'll learn something pertinent for the murals. Yes, please, I want to read this book. No, the television is shaming me.
Lies.
Sorry, our TV has a sleep mode in it. Everyone says, "Are you still watching? Should we shut down?" I'm like, no. I don't want to sleep. I don't want to write. Where's the book? Do I have to go upstairs to read? Probably not. I just have to go upstairs to check on Dad. How you doing, Dad?
Hello, Magdalene.
Oh, he has nothing new and interesting to contribute. And then how come I want to read my book. Anyway, I can't use that part in the mural. It's just odd. What was that about?
I'm going to hazard a guess that was about dripping.
Gosh, I hope not. Okay, let's write letters, because it won't let me read the book. Where to begin? The old book. It was the Baron's before Martin stole it. When the Romans, having conquered the town, built up the walls around it, they established many temples there. This is harder to read than I thought. This book isn't in great shape either, since it's been sitting in a farmer's house for so long. Still, it matches the type of bookbinding I've seen from other German printers. It's not that old. Let's see. Oh, here's a section about the various dedications erected in the town. That might be easy to read. Ergo simulacrum negra et Mars nostrum operum conspiciat. I raise a vision in a field so that Mars may behold our work. Huh. Sedit Diana loco scaterigenius ipsa. Diana sat in a place with water oozing up from herself. What does that mean? Oremus ut defendat opidium. Let us pray so that he or she may defend the town. None of this really makes any sense. Maybe someone with better Latin than me could help me read it. This book is so big, though, it would be a lot of work. I could ask Sister Gertrude or even Baltus for help. Werner, too. He's much better at Latin than anyone else in town. Maybe even Father Thomas, though Dad warned me not to bother him with secular books. Chances are slim they could help, but it might be worth asking about. I should finish writing my letters first, though. Mother Illuminata told me that Matthew knew some of the Abbey's early history. He's the Archdeacon of Sion now. I should write to him before the snows come. And I'll write to Esther, too. I must attend to my correspondence. Archdeacon of Sion. My name is Magdalene Druckmann. I'm the daughter of Tassing's town printer, Klaus. My father and I are creating a mural for the Tassing Rathaus. We want to show the history of the town and the abbey.
I like kind of steering this towards the history, yeah.
Mother Illuminata told me that you might be the best person to ask about Curaçao's early history. I understand you're a busy man, but we would be most appreciative of any information you could give us. If you know of any other places where we might learn about the Abbey's history, we would appreciate it. I'm not about to say that.
Oh, no, this is a thank you for your help and consideration.
Thank you for your help and consideration, Magdalene. Esther, please forgive me for not writing sooner. So much has happened since I last wrote. Even as my last letter was en route to you, Dad was attacked in the workshop in the middle of the night. He survived, thank God, but his injuries are terrible. I worry about him. He's so dizzy he can't get out of bed. Some days his eyes become foggy and his memory fails him. Dr. Stoltz said that he's not going to recover, that it's only a matter of time before he succumbs to the injury. He's going to do the best he can to make things comfortable for Dad, and I'm glad he's here to help. I have no idea who could have wanted to attack my father or why. I found a note by him, too. All it said was, "Stop." It wasn't written from the shop, because the script was written in the most elaborate hand I've ever seen. No one in Tassing has such skill in script as far as I know. And anyway, I don't have the time to wonder about it. I've had my hands full running the workshop alone while tending to Dad. What's more, the town council intended to cancel the mural entirely. I had a hell of a time convincing them to let me paint it instead. I love her concentrated, grumpy face. They made a fuss about my being too young, nor not experienced enough, not strong enough to be on the scaffold. You know how it is. I suppose I shouldn't have expected any better of them. Working on the mural has become a welcome distraction from the naysayers and my chores, and worrying about Dad. Star has been coming over under the pretense of helping me prepare my paints as well. What do I think? Given that I'm kind of still trapped here?
Yeah. You are, at the moment, you are kind of still trapped there. I'd paint this for me as a potentially good boy who's trying his best, but...
Does he make the days easier, or do I find him not subtle and annoying?
Both, honestly.
Yeah, exactly.
He started calling you Magdalene.
Alright. It's sweet, and I'm glad for the company. He makes the days easier. I'd like to have the whole mural finished by Christmas if I can. I just want to finish it in time for Dad to see it. It would mean so much to him. If Dr. Stoltz is right, I don't know how long I'll have. I hope you're faring better than we are here. All my love, Magda. Says I should go to sleep. Not sure if I feel like doing that.
And there are no other options.
Yeah. I bet if I go out, lots of people are asleep now, too. Like, there's not going to be anybody to interact with. I was going to go see if Balthus could help me with the Latin. Yeah, see? Most people are going to be asleep. Yeah. Math house is open, though. Notice I haven't actually done the first part of the mural yet. And I do like that you can do the full pagan version of this if you want to. Right, I have to go to bed. There's nothing else for me to do. Fine. I'll check on Dad one more time just in case. I doubt it, but you know. ghost is still hanging around the aqueduct. I only saw it that one time. No. It might be interesting to see if I can get into the Roman ruin. I have my doubts, but... Can you get this in the middle? I don't think you can get here from the app. I want to check something while I'm here. I'm terribly curious. If you can even get into the... Nope. It just shows the burnt out remains. You can't get into any of these doors. There's just the shrine and the convent. Oh wow. It just let the whole thing go. You get into the ruin from the mill, I thought. Meadow. House. Outer farms. Maybe Ursula wants to talk now. Nope, Ursula does not want to talk now. Nobody's around. Still standing out here. Hello, Father Thomas. Can you spare a moment?
Yes, of course, Magdalene. What is it?
Oof, I didn't...
The whole book? Oh dear, I can't afford that much time away from my duties right now. The Christmas sermon is coming up, and I've already fallen behind on Advent preparation. Could the matter wait, perhaps? I'd be happy to look it over after the festivities.
I suppose.
Good.
So no.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm just going to stare into the middle distance in the early hours of the morning. Forever.
Who was the other person? Greta? The midwife?
Yeah.
No, it's all locked. Fine, I'll go to bed. Be that way. It's late. I should get some rest soon. We're just about out of time for tonight anyway. Hopefully nobody's going to attack us in our sleep.
You had to say it.
Yep, there goes time again. It's been about a week and a half? 10 days?
Mistress Karen, a few more letters for you. Take care.
Thank you, sir. Safe travels.
Away!
Hold on a second. Let's do the very last ad break. Then we'll come back and do the letters and probably wrap it up for the day. I'm just going to do a shorty, I think. Hold tight. Be right back, folks. I'm going to try and run just a short 1-minute ad since we're going to wrap up the stream soon and see if that works.
See whether Twitch's like, no! The first letter is from Reverend Matthew, and it's very large.
Earworm, a ghostly audio drama musical.
Yes.
It's been announced. Nice. It's worth it to be a Shadows at the Door patron. Why is it running another ad break?
I don't know.
I don't know what's going on. Now it's running a 2-minute ad break. I don't understand.
Sorry, folks. Hooray! Welcome back, KB. Folks are starting to come back in.
Right, it's got 1 more minute to run.
1 minute later.
1 minute later, we shall read our correspondence.
Open our letter.
I wish the ghost hanging around the aqueduct had come back. It had only been there the one time.
Yeah, me too.
Still want to know who's trying to kill us.
I really hope we find out by the end of the game.
Because if we don't, it's going to vex me. Just a minute. Right. All right.
We back, baby.
The first letter is from Reverend Matthew. Aww.
Mistress Karen, I was not acquainted with your family during my years at KSA. Even so, I remember your father was one of the townsfolk who prevented the peasantry from burning us alive. I am not overly inclined to assist the people of Tassin in their endeavours to catalogue the origins of the abbey they destroyed. However, it was a long time ago, and in the interests of posterity and Christian charity, I will tell you what I recall.
Yeah, okay.
Some time after the Romans left, Christians settled in the region and built Kersau Abbey on the ruins of a fortress. The abbey was founded by a noblewoman of the Kersau family. She was both its patron and its first abbess. Perhaps 2 centuries ago, Kersau changed to being run by an abbot. I do not know the reason, but many other double monasteries did likewise around the same time. It may have been done out of fear of being shut down, as double monasteries were frowned upon by the Pope. Sadly, that is the extent of my knowledge. Your neighbours put any other records about the abbey to the torch. Sic arsit historia Kirsis. Thus burned the history of Kersau. While we cannot change the past, I have heard that Sisters of the Poor Clares have formed a new chapter at the abbey. I can only hope that their love of apostolic poverty has not driven them to impoverish the shrine of St. Moritz. Assuming they have not consigned the contents of Kesau's former occupants to a bonfire. We may find something there. I hope this has been of some help to you and yours. May God keep you and protect you. The Most Reverend Matthew Foshiniso, Archdeacon of Sion, and dipshit.
Right? Another reply from Esther. Oh, Magdalene, I am terribly sorry to hear about your father. My parents send their deepest condolences. If we can provide you anything from Prague, you need only send word. I know we are further away than is easy to travel, but I will see that we can do what Hashim allows. Father says that he remembers no one who would want to harm your father. Yet the night I was born, he remembers great strife in the town. Perhaps there is old blood over depicting the night of the revolt? That is all he could suggest. We pray for you and your father every day in our offerings. Hashim will make all things right in time. He will exact justice on the culprit. I am encouraged to hear that the town council let you continue the mural at all. The guild here would protect your right to complete a job, especially once a contract has been reached. You give the men of the council too much grace. Why should you be forced to settle for their old ways of thinking? We live in a new age. An age where art and science have come together. An age where all may read the works of the great sages in their own language. Truly, when your father recovers, I urge you to come visit me in Prague. But I am glad you found some joy in your work on the mural. We are all well here. Elijah has been carving a new set of wood kettings, and Father has agreed to a new contract with the university. I found Simund. His family didn't move far away after all. He's planning on working as a doctor in the city once the expulsion order ends. His parents have been meeting with Mother and Father quite often now, so I hope that I will be sending some good news in my next letter. With Hashim's help. Please inform us of your father's condition in your next letter. Be well, Esther. That's all the letters I have for now. I should head home and check on Dad.
Good morning, Magdalene. I am here, right on time. I hope you are well.
Well enough. How is he?
That is what we are about to discuss. How are you feeling, class?
His fever broke at dawn this morning. That's good news, right?
All things in time. I still feel weak. The dizziness has not receded. My head continues to spin whenever I try to sit or stand up for too long. Occasionally I am struck with sudden and severe headache. The damage runs deeper than I first thought. Let me be honest here with both of you. I am worried. The circumstances are not unfolding to our benefit. Klaus, your health is not mending. Perhaps it is due to your age, perhaps. We have passed numerous critical days, with no change for the better. Meanwhile, the winter draws closer, and I am running low on medical supplies. With the roads into town likely snowed in, especially the pass, supply shipments will not arrive for months.
Have you asked Gertrude for help?
I have.
Truly, things must be dire.
They are not insignificant. It has been a difficult year. Even with the patrols in Bavaria, many merchants have been struck by bandits. French troops have periodically raided the western holdings of our empire. With the fall of Esztergom and Szekfaha to the Ottoman Turks, many trade routes from the east have been cut. The pillage of Nice by Barbarossa's corsairs, our losses in Italy, have also put us in a predicament in the south. As always, we suffer from the wars of others.
The Empire struggles, but are local supplies available?
I will do what I can, but our options are limited. I wish I already had a copy of Vesalius's De Humani Corporis Fabrica. In the meantime, class, Magdalene, pray to God. I must take my leave. I will come by again next week. Thank you, Dr. Stultz.
Thank you as well.
I am only doing what I am meant to do for this town. Stay out of trouble, Magdalene.
That was kind of ominous.
Yes, it was. He worries too much. I'll be fine.
Do you want anything to eat before I leave for the day? I'm going to start work on the next section of the mural.
I'm not so hungry right now. I'll be okay. Your letter from the Archdeacon, yes, that's right. What did you learn from him?
He didn't have much to contribute, and I think he's still upset about the Abbey's destruction. He did say the Abbey was founded by a noblewoman after the Romans left. Everything else burned in the fire.
How unfortunate. I know the brothers kept careful records of the monastery. So much lost in one night.
The Archdeacon did suggest the poor Clares might have held on to some of the records from the convent. I should be able to learn more about Tassing's Christian history there.
An excellent place to start, Magdalene.
Sister Gertrude doesn't come out of the convent much, but I'll make a special trip to ask her. And maybe Father Thomas knows something, too. I'll talk to him as well.
If I recall correctly, the miller's wife has a long family history in Tassing. She may know something of the local history that the others have forgotten.
Elsie? I thought she moved here when she married. She doesn't have any relatives in town.
Not anymore. Age, illness, marriage took the rest of her family. But the Kvitzels used to live all up and down this valley. Go talk to her.
I will. Thanks, Dad. Maybe something remained in the Abbey's ruins. I should definitely see what's left.
Magdalene, you be careful. Those ruins are dangerous.
They can't be that dangerous. They've been sitting there for 20 years.
I don't like that place. It'll crumble into nothing one of these days. I won't stop you. Just be safe and wear a scarf. It's getting cold out. I can feel it in my bones.
Don't worry, Dad. I'll see you tonight.
All right. Good luck.
Oh God, Sunday Frog. I have to see what the Sunday Frog's journal says. Oh, it doesn't seem to let me change the... There was a mass release of frogs from the tabernacle on Sunday Mass while the whole town was in attendance. I'm certain the twins had something to do with it. I can't figure out how to, turn the page. There we go. Okay. So it's historic Tassay, Christian Tassay, early history. All right. This is an excellent place for us to leave it, I think. All right. So there's the church to explore. The mill. And the convent. And I'm totally going into the Abbey if they let me now. Amazing.
Amazing.
All right. We're making some progress.
Doing great.
All right. Thanks for joining us, folks.
Thanks for joining us, everybody. You can find us next on Friday when the full lid, our Hugo-nominated pop culture newsletter, will go live.
Woo!
Then on Sunday, we're pretty certain we're about to finish unpacking.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that'll be the last installment.
There might be one
unpacking.
more after this, but I think we'll bring it into line.
Yeah, and unfortunately, the game we want to play next, Little Kitty Big City, is not available for the PlayStation. So we've got to either figure out how to get the thing from Nintendo.
The Switch.
Thank you. Working, or we might play another game. We do still want to stream the DLC for Dredge, because that is also a Hugo finalist. But honestly, it might make a better Wednesday night game, because
Full Lid, Full Hearts can't lose. Thank you for that, Zone. That's awesome.
Amazing. Because Dredge does have a slight horror component to it. But we might try it on Sunday morning. I don't know. Sorry. I don't know yet. It's so delightfully creepy, isn't it? I do enjoy it. But we'll figure it out. We've got plenty of candidates for
like
Sunday
Thirsty
morning
Suitors
games.
Or other such stuff.
Ooh, Thirsty Shooters!
Thirsty Suitors feels very Sunday morning.
Yes, it does. Absolutely. Right, enjoy the rest of your time zones, everybody. Probably evenings. And please do go check out the Forge Gods Kickstarter if you're able.
Yeah.
Well, it's not a Kickstarter. I think it's an Indiegogo. I don't remember. The crowdfunding platform of choice.
It's going to be such a fun show.
I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be fun. I can't believe you get to play
the original Bastard Man.
Yes, but look at who's playing Hera.
I know.
I'm not going to spoil it. You have to go to the fundraiser page to go find out who's playing Hera, and then you can come back here next week and yell at me, because it's amazing, and I can't wait to hear it.
Yeah, the other thing we've got. We've got imminent DLC for Stray Gods.
Oh, that's right. I don't know. How long until that's available?
Let me just look up that right now.
She's doing wonderfully, by the way. You all gonna love it.
Amazing.
I cannot wait. I absolutely cannot wait.
Stray Gods DLC release. Release.
I'm hoping it's soon. Does it say out now?
I'm looking. Here we go.
Look faster!
Just confirmed, your Stray Gods role-playing musical saves do affect the story of Stray Gods Orpheus.
Excellent.
We recommend creating your own canon playthrough in the base game before you hit the DLC for the best experience.
Good.
Persephone remains amazing. It is currently listed only as coming soon.
Oh, that doesn't help me.
But it is Orpheus...
and Hermes.
And Hermes. So it is everybody's favourite formerly infernal rock god, and everyone's real favourite delightful non-binary courier god.
Yes.
And just all around goodest egg. I love Hermes in Stray Gods.
I do too. I'm very much looking forward to that. All right. Go poking around in the cast recording folders. Oh, don't tempt me, Hawkeye. I don't have that kind of time. And then I'm gonna get stage fright. So no, maybe, but not right away. But I can't wait to hear your Bastard Man. This is gonna be really fun.
I'm playing the Bastard Man the same year Jeff Goldblum is. You are not the only one who has stage fright.
Right? Exactly. All right. Enjoy the rest of your evening, everybody. Thank you very much. We'll return next week to even more exploring around Tassing.
Thank you so much for joining us, folks.
Fools Artemis and Apollo got up to at church.
I've been Alistair.
I've been yawning really hard, but my name is Marguerite.
And this, thankfully, will probably not include the word dripping ever again.
Oh,
We'll see you next time.
Have a good rest of your day, folks. Good night.